Let's journey to the scorching grasslands of southern Africa. Out here, there's a small animal with a toolkit of survival tricks that, honestly, would make a superhero jealous. It's an absolute master of its environment, and you're about to find out how it thrives where most would really struggle.
And here it is. This is our hero, the Cape ground squirrel. Now, I know, you might just see a cute little rodent, but believe me, this animal is packed with incredible adaptations that make it a true superstar of the savannah. So what makes it so special? Well, let's dive in.
All right. First up, let's talk about one of the biggest challenges for any creature living in this part of the world, and that is the intense, absolutely relentless heat from the sun.
I mean, imagine spending your whole day under that sun. You'd be hunting for shade, right? Of course. But what if there's none to be found? Well, for the Cape ground squirrel, that's not a problem, because it brings its own.
Okay, check this out. This is their cleverest trick by far. The squirrel uses its long, bushy tail as a personal, portable parasol. It just flips that tail right up and over its body, creating its own little patch of shade wherever it goes. It's literally a built-in umbrella.
And this isn't just for a tiny bit of relief. No way. Using its tail as a sunshade can reduce the temperature the squirrel feels by more than 5 degrees Celsius. In the desert, that's a massive advantage.
And you know, this isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. That little patch of personal shade allows them to look for food for up to 7 hours a day. Without it, they'd overheat and have to run back to their burrows after only 3. That is more than double the time to find food. But, staying cool is only one piece of the puzzle. The squirrel's next superpower isn't about some individual clever trick, it's about the power of community. Cape ground squirrels are super social animals. They live in these big, bustling colonies, which are sometimes called a scurry. These groups are usually made up of related females, or does, and all their young, which are called pups. And inside these groups, they share duties, like caring for the pups, and they're constantly working together, keeping an eye out for predators and defending their home turf. And their teamwork is seriously impressive, especially when there's danger. If a snake gets too close, they don't just scatter and hide. Nope, they team up and mob it. They actually surround the predator, swishing their tails like crazy, and basically annoy it until it just gives up and leaves. It's an incredible display of collective courage.
Of course, communication is absolutely key to this kind of teamwork. When a squirrel spots danger, it lets out this really high-pitched whistle. This alarm call is like an instant message to the entire colony, signaling the level of threat and telling everyone whether they need to just be on alert or make a mad dash for the burrow.
So, we've seen how they protect themselves and each other, but their third superpower, this might be the most surprising one of all. You see, these squirrels don't just survive in their environment, they actively make it a better place for everyone.
This makes them what scientists call an ecosystem engineer. So what does that mean? Well, simply put, it's any animal that creates or really changes its habitat in a big way, which in turn helps out tons of other species that live nearby.
And you can actually measure the impact. You can see it right here. Research shows that the soil right around the squirrel burrows supports a much richer variety of plants than areas just a little ways away. All that digging and churning isn't just for building homes. It's like they're cultivating a garden for the whole neighborhood.
So how does this all happen? Well, it's a pretty simple chain reaction. The digging turns over the soil, helping new plants grow. The burrows themselves become shelters for other small animals looking for a safe place to hide, and the result? A richer, more diverse habitat where all kinds of life can flourish.
So, when you put it all together, from a personal sunshade to an entire community of helpers, the Cape ground squirrel is truly a remarkable creature. I mean, let's just recap these amazing abilities. You've got the built-in parasol tail to beat the heat. You've got their incredible teamwork to face down dangerous predators. And then you have their role as ecosystem engineers, literally building a better neighborhood for everyone around them. The Cape ground squirrel is just such a brilliant reminder that even the smallest animals can have these huge and wonderful impacts on the world. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other hidden superheroes might be living, working, and shaping the world, maybe right in your own neighborhood?